What if I told you that truly understanding quolls could change the future of wildlife conservation? Imagine a world where emotional intelligence is confused with empathy, leading to serious consequences for our furry friends. It sounds shocking, right? But this is happening, and it's essential to grasp why. There's a troubling myth in wildlife conservation that many don't even realize exists. Emotional intelligence and empathy aren't the same, yet they are often treated as interchangeable. This misunderstanding can have significant implications for quolls. Picture this: you're in a lush forest, surrounded by the vibrant sounds of nature. You spot a quoll, its striking spots reminding you of the beauty in our ecosystem. But do you really know what it needs to thrive? Many believe that simply connecting emotionally is enough, but the reality is much more complex. Let's dig deeper. Imagine raising awareness about quolls through heartfelt social media posts. People share, like, and comment, feeling good about their connection to wildlife. However, that emotional high doesn't always translate into action, creating a gap between feeling and doing that can be detrimental to conservation efforts. So why does this happen? Often, we confuse our emotional responses with true understanding. We think, I care about these creatures, therefore am helping. But what if you're only scratching the surface? This mindset harbors a hidden danger that we need to confront. Think about your own experience. How many times have you felt empathy but did take action? It's a common trap. We become comfortable in our emotions but forget that feelings alone don't save lives. Quolls are at risk, and truly understanding their challenges requires more than just good intentions. As we explore this further, consider that the real danger lies not just in ignorance, but in complacency. If we're not careful, we could lose these incredible animals due to our own emotional miscalculations. So what can you do? Start by examining your emotional responses. Are they guiding you toward actionable steps? Dive into research, support local conservation initiatives, and engage in meaningful ways. It's time to shift from passive empathy to active involvement. As you reflect on this journey, remember that understanding quolls goes beyond just feeling for them. It's about recognizing the intricate web of their existence and grasping what they need to survive. Are you ready to move past the myth and make a real difference? Your actions today could resonate in the forests tomorrow. What if I told you that our understanding of emotions in wildlife conservation might be a bit off? You've likely heard the term emotional intelligence, but have you considered how it could reshape your view of empathy in animals? Stick around because this idea might be more unsettling than you think. Picture yourself in a vibrant forest, surrounded by the sounds of nature. You spot a quoll, a small but striking marsupial. It's easy to assume their behaviors are purely instinctual. But what if there's much more happening beneath the surface? An important aspect many people overlook could significantly impact conservation efforts. Now, imagine you're volunteering at a wildlife sanctuary, feeling a strong bond as you care for injured animals. You believe your empathy leads to better outcomes for these creatures. But what if that belief is misguided? What if our emotional biases are clouding our understanding of their needs? We often project our feelings onto wildlife, which can lead to dangerous assumptions. For example, their struggles are real, but they don't always align with our emotional interpretations. Here's where it gets tricky. Imagine you're part of a conservation project convinced that emotional connections will guarantee success. However, without a true grasp of the quoll's instincts and habitats, you could unintentionally hinder their recovery. Your good intentions might lead to harmful decisions. What if we shifted our approach? Instead of relying solely on emotional intelligence, let's embrace a more grounded perspective. Acknowledge the hard facts about wildlife behavior. While empathy is important, it isn't always enough. The survival of the quoll relies on a deeper understanding of their world, not just our feelings about it. So, what's the key takeaway? Emotional intelligence can guide us, but it shall be our only focus. As you learn more about wildlife conservation, remember that our emotions can sometimes mislead us. Consider this: are you truly seeing the quolls for who they are, or just who you wish they were? Embrace their complexity, and you might make a real difference. If this resonates with you, think about exploring more ways to connect with the natural world free from the myths that cloud our understanding. Imagine wandering through a lively forest and spotting a quoll, those adorable spotted marsupials. But what if I told you they might be under more stress than you think? Many people believe emotional intelligence is just about understanding human feelings, yet this misconception can have serious implications for wildlife. You might assume that showing empathy towards quolls helps protect them, but the reality is much more complex. Ignoring their stress signals is a hidden crisis. Many overlook signs of distress in quolls, thinking their cute appearance hides any real issues. Yet, every twitch of their tails and flick of their ears tells a story that often goes unnoticed. Picture this: a family of quolls huddled together, their eyes wide and hearts racing. They should be thriving, but instead they're on edge, struggling to adapt to their changing environment. This is just a sad tale. It reflects the reality many species face today. The troubling myth that emotional intelligence equals empathy can mislead us. When conservationists, there's a fine line between understanding and taking action. It's like watching a friend in trouble and hesitating to help because you're worried about their feelings when you pull them to safety. Now let's discuss what's truly at stake. Quolls aren't just cute faces, they play a vital role in their ecosystem. When they're stressed, their behavior shifts, affecting everything from their hunting to their breeding. This is just about quolls, it's about maintaining the delicate balance of our environment. Imagine being in a crowded room yet feeling utterly alone. That's what stress feels like for quolls. They might be surrounded by others, but they're battling their own fears. You could unknowingly add to their stress if you don't recognize these signals. So what can you do? Start by paying closer attention to those small, often overlooked signs. A quoll's stress is a call for help. It's not just about forming an emotional connection, it's about understanding their needs and taking action to support their survival. It's about understanding their needs and taking action. Before we wrap up, we need to move beyond the myth of empathy and embrace a deeper understanding of wildlife. Ultimately, it's about more